Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to our witnesses for being here and all that you do to protect our scientific enterprise. Research security is an important issue, and there is no doubt that the Chinese Communist Party is always trying to exploit the openness of our research ecosystem and steal our cutting-edge research. But I am very concerned that what is happening here, self-inflicted by the current administration, is doing much more harm than the outside security threat. I am so proud of American scientists and researchers. They have kept us and our whole research and scientific enterprise the crown jewel among nations across the globe, and that has served us very well. They are our greatest asset in this strategic competition with China. But right now, what we've been experiencing over the past year and a half are very significant budget and staffing cuts that undermine important research security that help us guard against the CCP, but undermining our entire scientific research enterprise. It is shocking that now China is in the lead when it comes to R&D investments. That's not acceptable in the United States of America. And the Trump administration now has canceled or frozen more than 7,800 research grants here at home, slashing billions of dollars in critical research funding. Dr. Valdez, NIH is the crown jewel. Folks are proud of it. Every dollar we invest, we get multiples back on treatments and cures. Medical research in America saves lives, it saves money. Thousands of professionals have been forced out of the National Institutes of Health. And halfway through the fiscal year, the NIH has only spent about 15% of the $38 billion it has for grants and contracts. I hear it at home for my academic institutions, my Cancer Research Center, of researchers having to leave because they don't have any certainty in their grants. The delay has led to the suspension of research projects and ended careers now. Do you anticipate that NIH will be able to fully execute its scientific research funding this fiscal year?
Yes, definitely. Grants management staff are working very hard at the moment to get those funds out. So that it is
even with only 15% being distributed so far?
Yes, that is the plan, and we definitely are working hard to do that.
Dr. Kaiser, just a few months ago, the Trump administration dismissed all 22 members of the National Science Board. That is the governing body for the National Science Foundation that advises Congress and the President on science and engineering. It helps guide the budget. That group helps provide continuity on long-term research priorities. What is the justification for just sending an email to these public servants that are guiding our scientific enterprise?
The National Science Board is appointed and serves at the discretion of the President. And so I respectfully defer that question, given that they are presidentially appointed.
They're appointed for 6-year staggered terms to ensure that kind of continuity and independence. But what this does, it truly undermines America's leadership in science. It disrupts grant approvals. It slows research progress. And if you were going to say, China, what would you do to sabotage America's scientific leadership in the world? I think that would be one of the things at the top of the list. Same, Mr. Eisen, at our national laboratories. They, again, are the crown jewel, the envy of the world when it comes to research and innovation in energy. How do you justify substantial budget and scientific and personnel cuts to our national laboratories at a time that we're in this strategic competition with the Chinese Communist Party?
I'll have to defer that question. I'm here to testify about the PRC targeting national laboratories and financial assistance.
I understand. It was more of a rhetorical question, but the call is coming from inside the House. That horror movie, yes, we need to ensure that research security is funded adequately, But gosh, we need to keep the United States of America preeminent in the world when it comes to scientific research in health, in energy, all across the board. And right now, this administration is taking a hatchet to our leadership, and that's not acceptable. I yield back my time.